Good afternoon, world, here from Siargao Island. Hope you're all having a lovely day. It is a home day for us here, isn't it?
Yes, doing a bit of home maintenance.
Yeah.
These rubbers just arrived in the post. You can't buy these kind of things on the island, so it's exciting for me.
Windows again. These windows are brilliant, but Jay had ordered these previously.
Yeah,
and you're just putting them in just for some extra.
Yeah, there's a tiny little air gap, so if there's a lot of wind you hear a little whistle.
Yeah.
But we haven't had any water leaks or anything, but this is just extra protection.
Yes. And we had a delivery just now.
Piano stand.
That's right, it is our new piano stand. It's rather large, look at that.
Yeah, have to put it
It's massive,
together
isn't
later.
it?
Well, I mean, it's a fairly big piano, isn't
Yes, so this is our digital piano that Jay actually got me for my birthday. Me and Story use it pretty much every day, and this is the stand that came with it?
It was, it was a
you had
free
to buy it?
stand that came with it.
Okay, and when it arrived, it was actually broken.
No,
So
it wasn't broken.
It was.
No,
It
it wasn't
snapped.
broken. We put it onto the stand.
Yeah.
And as soon as we put it on the stand, the welds snapped. So the
Wow.
welds were so weak from the factory that I had to like drill new holes in it and put bolts
Yes.
in. We nearly broke the piano basically.
Yeah, the
before-
piano was on it. Jay
even
had
got used.
just put it on top and the whole stand just collapsed to the floor. Okay, so it wasn't broken on arrival, but it broke within a minute of being used.
Terribly made stand.
So we got a more robust one. Story, what happened on that day? Because you helped Daddy build it, did you?
Yeah, and
Yeah?
I was trying to count the keys, and then the whole piano stand fell.
Yeah.
And then the whole piano fell
Oh
down.
my goodness. What did you do?
My feet were not touching it. My feet were not next to it.
Okay, that's good.
I didn't do anything. I just didn't want to look.
Yeah.
Of course it didn't.
You were scared to look in case it broke. So right now, Story's helping me with lunch, aren't you?
Yeah.
What are we making?
Chapatis.
Chapatis, yes. I've made a little chapati dough here, which is just really simple. I've used whole wheat flour, water, olive oil and a pinch of salt. Makes a nice dough, and Story decided you wanted to make shapes for your chapatis, yes?
Yes.
I think you need to roll that one a bit more, don't you? It's not big enough.
Maybe I might need to do a bigger circle.
Yeah, well, you could use that piece, look. Smush that back up again and re-roll it, and you'll have it big enough for a star. Yeah?
For a circle with a star inside.
Oh, okay, good.
This looks like a dinosaur roaring.
Oh my goodness, it does. You didn't do that on purpose either, did you? It just came out like that.
Yeah.
So I've already rolled out a couple for me and Jay, but Story's just doing...
I made it look like a dinosaur.
You did? Oh yeah, you put an eye in. The Story's just
And a
doing
nose.
her batch, so we'll cook up Story's first. I'm also going to make some hummus to go with it in the food processor. What shape are you doing now?
Heart with a star in it.
Fantastic. So while Story is rolling out her chapatis, I'm going to make the chickpeas into hummus. Really, really simple. I'm just going to throw the whole can in, juice and all, with some salt, some pepper and some smoked paprika. I think we'll do paprika hummus. Would that be nice?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. How's it going?
Good?
Yeah?
Yes.
You know what you're doing? You got it all under control?
Yeah.
Good. Good, good. Let's open this can. How many chapatis do you think you're going to make?
A little bit, because I don't want to take too long to eat.
You don't want too many to eat. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that. Very nice. Heart-shaped chapati there.
There.
Yeah. I'm not measuring anything right now. I'm just throwing it all in and seeing how it comes out. Which is how I've been doing a lot of cooking recently. Just throwing it all together. So far it's working.
Flour in my hands.
Have you? That's all right. You're supposed to have flour in your hands when you're baking and making chapatis.
Poop. Chapatis.
Poop.
Yes.
Ew, I hope not. Time to whiz up the hummus. The chickpeas into hummus. Hummus is done. Do you want to be my taste tester?
Yeah.
Taste it and tell me how it is.
Good.
Good? Is it done? It doesn't need anything else? Good, okay. Fantastic. Hummus done.
A tiny bit more salt.
Tiny bit more salt, okay. Here's a look at the view while we cook. We have a poppy at our feet, which is quite often where she is. Every day when I'm cooking lunches and dinners.
And when she comes back from her walks.
Yeah, she sits down here, doesn't she? She likes this corner. I think because she hopes that food scraps will fall down and things like that. So she hangs out here. Now, what happened to you earlier? You were a bit naughty on your walk this morning, weren't you? Do you want to tell everybody what happened?
It was a bit sad.
Yeah.
She got lost, and you know the playground, the one with the tire swing?
Yeah, on the beach.
There are black dogs all over there, and she was actually over there. She didn't know there was black dogs there.
Yeah.
And then we're like looking everywhere. I was on the rock, Daddy was walking on the beach, and then we heard like a yelping sound, and Poppy was running out of the bushes of the black dogs.
Yeah, they were all chasing her, weren't they?
5 black dogs
Yeah.
were chasing them.
Yeah, but she's okay, isn't she?
I bet she got bitten.
I don't think she got bitten because she doesn't have any marks or anything like that. But I think she was probably a bit scared though, wasn't she? Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't go in there.
Yeah, you shouldn't go into that bit of forest, I'm afraid, Pops, because
I
that
think
belongs
they
to
bit
5
your
other doggies, doesn't
I think
it?
they bit your eye a bit.
No, I think she's fine. No injuries, luckily. It was a bit of an eventful morning for you, wasn't it, Pops?
How do I do this now?
And she came back home and just kind of hid in the corner and under the table, so she's okay. But yeah, little bit of drama this morning.
You know the spinning thing people do with the pizza?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to do that.
I don't know. I never learned how to do that. Daddy did,
Daddy,
I think.
how to do that? Can you?
Oh, it's been like a decade since I've done that. I used to work at a pizza shop.
Yes, although you didn't make the pizza, did you?
Yeah, when the drivers were too busy and didn't have anything to do, they used to make us make pizza.
Oh, Daddy's student job.
Like
You know.
cheese.
Pizza delivery boy. Right, this is how Story's chapatis turned out. Heart stayed in shape, so did the accidental dinosaur. Hummus and cucumber.
And let me tell you, it didn't take long to finish those chapatis. They are all in the tub, delicious. The hummus was good too. Did you add garlic to it?
No garlic, paprika.
Oh, that's what it was. Story is taking care of the washing up over there. And I've been putting together the piano stand we're about to transfer over. Another thing that I really didn't like about that X pattern one is you couldn't put your legs under it, could you?
No.
It
And also when Story uses it, she puts her feet on it and then it kind of wobbles a little bit. So I'm always telling her, get your feet off of it.
Yeah, especially if it collapses again, falls down on your feet.
Crushes the toes.
Yeah,
Not
right.
good.
Help me lift this piano over. Right. Reading actual sheet music already, eh?
This is my first go at it. Sorry for the Christmas theme, but this was from the app that me and Story use. They send you emails, like they do challenges and stuff. When you complete a challenge, they send you sheet music and activities to do. And this was a challenge that I'd done at Christmas time that I never actually got to finish because of the storm. And so this was my first time printing it out this morning. How's the washing up going, Story? Yeah, you like doing this little job for us, don't you?
Yeah.
It's very helpful, thank you.
At the end, I might play with the water.
Yeah,
I might play with the water again.
yeah, that's why you really like doing it, isn't it? So you get to do a little bit of water play afterwards. Recently, my mum actually sent me a picture of me at Story's age. I think actually I was 4.5 in the picture of doing the washing up at my childhood house. So I actually have to show you, Story. I haven't shown you the picture yet, have I?
No?
Of Mummy doing exactly this. Helping out at home, doing the washing up was really, really sweet. And here is the picture of me, 4.5 years old, doing the washing up. And I have to say, I love my jumper, my knitted heart blue and pink jumper. I would actually wear that now. More of a candid shot there. Me in the late 80s.
Yes,
there.
I know. It's weird to think that, isn't it?
I know.
2022.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
And actually, I remember doing that. I remember that day. I don't remember like wearing the jumper or anything like that, but I remember standing on the chair doing the washing up and my mum taking a picture of me.
Yeah. Talking of making memories, we were recently talking about going back to the UK to make some memories with family and
Yes.
reconnect, and we've got some bad news actually, and I'm kind of a little bit smiling right now. We've had a few emotional days and we've had to cancel the trip back to the UK and
Yes.
push it forward to a later date.
It has, like Joe said, we're smiling about it because we're filming a vlog and we want to be positive. And
We've processed it a little bit as well.
The last week has been very difficult emotionally.
We are feeling that divide now, having been in the Philippines for over 2 years and not having that freedom to just make the choice to go and see the rest of our
Yeah.
family in the UK. It's
Yeah.
like, it's really taking its toll, especially because we've got a child who's gone from the age of 3.5 to now 5.5
Yeah.
almost, and family are really missing out on that.
Yeah, I know. It makes me very sad, and we do want to go back a lot. We had some nice things planned. We actually had already booked something for the UK that we've had to, well, not cancel. We're trying to change the date of it to the late summer instead of spring. So hopefully that can be arranged and things will go forward as we had planned for now, but just in the summer instead.
Yeah, so to kind of briefly explain why we're not going when we planned is the complexities of travel and the expense of travel because of the coronavirus and, you know, the certain regulations in certain countries. It's so complicated to fly now and to
Yeah.
get back with visas and with tests and then with everything, that
And
if
with-
we were to try and do this twice in a year like we
Yeah.
planned to, because we have to go back in the summer
Yeah.
for my brother's wedding anniversary,
Yeah, that's
It's
what I was going to
much
say. We
kind of not possible, is it, to do twice?
At the start of the year, we were really excited and hopeful that we would be able to do lots of trips back to the UK this year to just spend all that missed time with family and just do lots of lovely things and like make up for it. But once we started looking into it and trying to plan it, we kind of quickly realised that it is still not easy.
And also the length of time that we would want to be there because of how long it's been since we've
Yeah.
been back means that we have to leave Poppy for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that means finding somebody who can look after Poppy for
Yeah.
a very long time.
Yeah, so
And
having
those
the
plans aren't easy to coordinate
having
either.
that issue of the poppy and the house, like we don't just want to shut the house up because things go mouldy and things like that. So we were looking for a house/dog sitter, but for the length of time, it was difficult to get someone to fully commit to that. And there were currently still no direct flights from the Philippines to London, and it would mean over 40 hours, possibly more, of travel with Story, and it's just
And our first trip since,
Yeah.
you know, we've got a bit of anxiety over flights and whatnot
Yeah.
for not being in the air for so long. So the idea of getting straight out there and doing
Yeah.
a 40-hour journey it's hard.
It's very difficult,
Yeah.
and we've had lots and lots of tears and meltdowns off camera this last week. It hasn't been great because we just feel really disappointed and it's quite gutting.
However, there is a silver lining to this. When we finally get round to doing this trip, we planned to do it with our little Poppy Biter. Yeah, we're gonna. So this is another reason that we basically decided it was time to make a choice to push the date back.
Yeah.
If we go in the summer, we could take Poppy with us.
Yes.
It would again be very complex, maybe even more complex, but it gives us more time to process documents and make sure we can be in the right place at the right time.
So we've obviously flown a dog before with our previous dog Eden, who lived in Thailand with us, and we plan to, it takes 3 months basically, so we ran out of time to be able to do anything with Poppy if we were going in the spring. So it meant that she would have to be left behind. And so because of that, we were looking at just going for a month, which wouldn't be feasible to ship a dog across the world just for a month.
Yeah.
So we're now looking to take Poppy with us to eliminate the worry and the risk. It just, you know, just in case we went to England and something happened and we couldn't fly back, just like what happened when we left England to come here. We had no idea that we were going to be still here 2 years later. So we had that thought as well, because it has happened, and I know that it would be a low risk now, probably,
it's hopefully.
But because it's already happened and it was such a surprise to the world, you can't know what's going to happen. So for peace of mind and for us to be able to go back for longer, we are going to look at shipping Poppy with us, and so it would be like mid to late summer, and then we would also stay to have Christmas with family as well.
She'll be on the same flight with us.
Yes,
you know.
and hopefully the direct flights will be running by then, and things will be easier. But right now it's not easy, and it's difficult, and it's mentally challenging.
And how beautiful will it be for Poppy to be introduced to our families and their dogs, and to the UK, you know, like seeing Filipino dog who's a reject street dog.
Oh, little mangy rat.
Like probably days away from death, and now she's like on an international journey, just like Eden was an international flying dog.
She's got lots of dogs to meet in England, I think, because my sister has a dog, Bailey. Both your brothers have dogs now, Phoenix and Ori, and my mum has a dog, Penny. So all girls. It's like a girl dog gang in the family.
Obviously, the plan is then, of course, that, you know, we're not leaving the Philippines.
No.
This is our home. You know, this is somewhere that we really feel committed to right now. Obviously, we've just had solar sorted. We've still got our truck being built.
Yeah.
You know, we have big plans to explore the Philippines when it gets easier to do so and when restrictions are reduced. But maybe we can wait out some of that time and improve the journey in the meantime with Poppy, while we wait for some of those things to happen, and then return to this kind of like amazing adventure ahead here back in Asia. Huge adventures ahead, and lots to plan. That this little setback with our spring trip, which has now been cancelled, will pave the way for an amazing journey for the rest of the year.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
What do you think about all of this, Poppy? You've got no clue what we're planning for you, do you? You just thought you were going to have a nice cosy life by the beach, and now you're going to have an adventurous life with us.
Oh, I think she'll love it. I think she'll love the forests in England and the cooler weather and the big runs that we can take her on.
She will love it.
She will love it, definitely.
I hope you enjoyed today's video, this little update, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.